Hey guys, it's WordTuber Journalism here, and today we're going to be reading Chapter 2 of the Kingcobrapedia on our old friend Josh Saunders. Now I know I said that in my last video that in this video that I would be making the adrenochrome conspiracy theory video, but unfortunately that video had to be pushed back due to its incompletion. So without further ado, let's, as I've stated earlier, read Chapter 2 of the Kingcobrapedia, starting off with the Kingcobrajfs saga from late 2012 to early 2013. In late 2012, Josh's Got the King Cobra 52 account is banned due to nudity. He flashed his duck in a video or three, and Josh creates his current account, Kingcobrajfs. Now I want to point out, the reason I said duck is in reference towards the Chan community, the Christian community. I also found it interesting that, as I stated earlier, not earlier, in a previous video, that I had come to know Josh as Kingcobrajfs, and long-running fans have come to know him as Got the King Cobra 52. And I just thought that was interesting, I just wanted to restate it, if you will. After hearing that Josh has allowed Chris to mooch off of him for several months, Josh's dad tells his son to kick Chris out, thus ending the Chris saga, as well as the appearance of Chris in future videos. With Chris gone, Josh begins to upload more videos of himself playing guitar, and occasionally piano. Now, interestingly enough, when Clinton told Josh this, it was in a phone call. He was very furious. I would almost say possibly livid. Possibly, he was very angry that day, and the reason why is because, Clint essentially pays for Josh's rent, and always has been, up until the grand eviction saga, but we'll get into that at another time, a later time. Other than that, he tells Josh, and the conversation goes like this. He's what? He's living in the apartment that I paid for? No, he has to get out. No. And he's just, it's really hard to do the Clinton voice. He was pissed off. That's the best way to put it. Citing frustration from dealing with trolls, Josh takes his first and so far only significant break from YouTube, lasting a couple of months. I don't know if I read that already. I'm gonna make sure I do twice. Highlights. Josh's parents bring him a handmade pan and flute while on vacation in Romania. Josh attempts to learn to play it. Nice. He's always trying. A pigeon passing by, making the stew episode 1. Loving that pigeon, rats with wings, making that stew. We're gonna watch that together. Awesome burrito, rockabilly hairdo. Now I want to explain this real quick. Awesome burrito. He didn't write that to be cute, to be funny. No, he wrote that because, and this is famously known within the community, that Josh has bad spelling, and I believe Caesar Robot theorized that he may be a victim of just getting passed on through the system, and we'll get to that in a minute. But Josh is famously known throughout the King Cobra community for his bad spelling. The most recent evidence of this, as far as I know, would be in his response videos, in which the general way to spell response is RESPONSE. I almost spelled it how he would spell it. RESPONSE is again how you would spell it. I'm just making sure I know, because again it affected me for just a moment. Whereas Kingcobrajfs spells his version of response RESPONCE, which again leads me to at least have a little bit of belief in Caesar Robot's theory on him being passed through the system. Again, he's known for his bad, not behavior, but spelling, ironically. Ironically, because he calls himself a gothic bad boy, or bad boy goth King Cobra, something of that nature. We'll get into it another time. It's just such a hard title to remember. Random video saga, nice. Josh returns from his short hiatus from YouTube and begins uploading videos at an alarming rate, averaging from 2 to 3 a day. The vast majority of videos uploaded in this period are either titled morning video, noon video, after work video, night video, or random video. Fans had difficulty keeping up with the events during this time because Josh would typically upload at least 3 hours of content daily. Oh my god. Highlights. Josh gets in trouble at Wendy's for bailing out a clogged urinal using nothing but a cup and his bare hands. Josh forgets to buy Stephanie a bus ticket at Job Corp, so his dad steps in to buy her a bus ticket and even drives Stephanie to buy Wendy's on the way to the bus station so Josh can say goodbye. Instead of thanking him, Josh gets pissed off at his dad for making him look like he can't take care of things. Josh decides to call his dad at 6 a.m. on video. Damn, alright, he got some rules. To confront him about the issue. Josh's dad responds by telling Josh that he can pay his own rent and bills, but quickly changes his mind. And I would argue that's, if you did, you should know that they're talking about Josh. They're saying Josh was stout. Josh was like, well, when you put it that way, maybe you had the right to take her to the airport. Damn, if you're saying it that way. I mean, essentially, he just, he didn't confront her. We're gonna get to this in a minute. This requires a much longer explanation. Josh takes another stab at learning fear lies. I can't. You know what's worse? I learned how to pronounce it when we were off screen. Fear lies. Josh's cartoon verse impersonations. Oh my! Showing you how I can control fire. Oh my! Yes, his cartoon. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought they were referencing something that had recently happened in the community. Not too recent, but it was recent. It's mildly recent, in which Josh had been tricked into believing that he had a job opportunity at, I believe it was Fox Animations. I'm really hoping I hope that's the right one. And he believed he was going to be in a animated show, and it was, somewhat similar to Family Guy, I believe. And it's just so crazy. I guess that's not this. Showing you how I control fire with my chi. Rocking out MM, a video of Josh practicing. Oh, yeah, rocking out MM. I don't know what that means. Is this? Oh, I understand it. This is supposed to represent like. Oh, okay. The devil horns with the hand thing. If you didn't know, if you close your the two fingers between your pinky and I'm just trying to give you the instructions to do it. Close those two hands, those two little fingers, and then you'll have your pinky, your index, and your thumb sticking out. And that's essentially what this is trying to represent. Originally, I thought it was a crowd cheering. No, it's not. It's the devil horn and the hand symbol. A video of Josh practicing guitar gains over 30,000 views. Pizza. Now I wanted to talk about this. This is Josh gets in trouble at Wendy's for bailing out a clogged urinal using nothing but a cup in his bare hand. Now, what happened there was Josh came into work. There was a clogged toilet. He took care of it, and he used nothing but a cup in his bare hands. And I from what I can only assume, he used the cup to maybe remove water from the toilet. But then where would he, maybe down the sink? My second theory was that maybe he was trying to use the remaining air in the cup as some type of suction device. So when he maybe try to shove the cup in the hole of the toilet, it would act similar to the suction device on the plunger. That's my logic in relation towards Josh's thinking. That's what I think Josh thought. I think he thought that the cup was gonna create what I believe is called a vacuum, and it's gonna just force everything through, if you will. I hope it's a vacuum. I hope that's correct. Moving on. So he gets in there. He clogs this toilet, unclogs it, And the idea is that in Josh's head, again, I'm trying to explain it the best I can. The idea is that Josh thought that by doing it with his bare hands, that it was a testament towards his masculinity. Yes, yes. And I think that has to do with a lot with the fact that he sees Clint as his hero. And that's, I would say that's both my opinion and possibly a little bit factual as well. He sees his father as his hero, and I guess he thinks that, well, as Clint may or may not have taught him, that doing things with your bare hands is a sign of a real man. Or maybe that's just what Josh thinks. Either way, he had the idea that if he couldn't unclog the toilet with a plunger, he was going to do it with his hands, like a real man, and get crap all over them in the process. Not here to judge. That's assuming there even is crap in the toilet. Either way, he put his hands in that toilet, and he got his hands out of it, and he unclogged it, and he got in trouble for doing a good day's work. The pizza. Now, something you need to know about pizza in the Cobra community is, and I'm just going to make this as simple as possible, Josh likes to overspend on pizza. Simple as that. He'll get like $50 pizzas, maybe $80 pizzas, traditionally $50 pizzas, and he'll maybe get sides and things of that nature, like breadsticks, cinnamon sticks, garlic knots, a 2-liter soda, as I believe Caesar Robert has also informed me. He just goes all out, and I think the fiery fish pizza is a perfect example in which he overloaded his pizza with nothing but fish and spice, as, again, a testament to his masculinity, in which he says, and I'm just paraphrasing here, yeah, this pizza is only for the real men, because it was just so spicy and that he could barely handle it. He thought because he could eat such a spicy pizza that it meant he was more man than anybody, when in reality it was just a spicy fish pizza, which does not sound appetizing. Now, we're going to read the Stephanie saga. I'm sorry if I don't sound into it, guys. I've been doing a lot of takes. The Stephanie saga. Stephanie graduates from Job Corps, right? Yo, that's right. That's right. If you didn't hear, go watch Caesar Robot's latest interview with Stephanie. She's gotten her whole life together, and as you clearly see, she still was. She even back then, she had the jump on Josh. Stephanie graduates from Job Corps, gets a job at McDonald's, and moves in with Josh. Okay, that was not a good career move or a good relationship move, but as Caesar Robot said, that was her first relationship. So I'm gonna cut her some slack. With his girlfriend now living with him, Josh begins to upload fewer videos. That in the perfect universe, he stopped altogether, got a job, and is still with Stephanie supporting her. The release of Got the King Cobra, the release of Got the King Cobra 2014 trap documentary brings in new fans. Oh, okay, I think I've seen that one. I think that's the very first one where he's very young and he has his hair short. We'll get into why he has short hair in a minute. Just before Stephanie's move into the apartment, Josh and Chris are drunk at a gas station and somehow end up coming into a contact with a pregnant woman. Yes, I remember hearing this. Who suggests they tag team her in exchange for a pack of cigarettes. Josh agrees to have sex with the woman, citing societal pressure to have multiple sexual partners, as well as his own overconfidence. Although this cheating incident prompted their eventual breakup, Stephanie allegedly forgives Josh for this particular act. Josh begins to show signs of balding, and I believe he is suffering heavily from it now. Yes, he is. He's heavily suffering. I just want to talk about a couple things that we just read. If you didn't notice, Stephanie's saga has me pumped. I know I just said I didn't feel too into it for a minute, but you know what? Stephanie brought that life back into me. I really like how, well, let's see. Oh, this is what I was talking about. I really like how they're building up, to how Josh, because if you didn't know, Josh and Stephanie break up, as they've said, because Josh and Chris tag team somebody, a pregnant woman, for a pack of cigarettes. Which is weird that he would accept cigarettes and not money, because he potentially could have gotten paid more than what he received than what he received in terms of the value of the cigarettes. And what I'm trying to say to you, my audience, is he could have gotten paid $100, maybe $200 if the participant was willing to pay, rather than just receiving what I don't smoke cigarettes, so I really wouldn't know the price. Maybe like $10. Either way, he could have done much better. I believe we said we were going to talk about something. We were going to talk about. Alrighty, okay. Oh yes, we're going to talk about why Josh had to have short hair. Long story short, and Caesar Robot is informing me of this. Josh had to have a short hair because when he was living with his father for some years of his life, his dad, Papa Clint, had some rules, and when she said, because one of his rules was that he couldn't have long hair, which is why when Josh ends up living on his own, he actually ends up growing out his hair and having it long, as a testament to how much of a sexy bad boy gothic King Cobra that he is. I think that's what it is. Sexy god, a sexy bad god, sexy god, bad boy, which I don't even know how to start, but where to start from there. But yes, Papa Clint had some rules. He couldn't have long hair. He had to have short hair. Let's see the highlights. Let's see how much more. Ooh. Okay, not too much. Let's see the highlights. The documentary is done. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that. Don't know what that is. Josh buys GTA 5, which he insists on calling GTA 5 Online. I don't know why. Josh addresses his fans on the issue of uploading fewer videos. Josh dyes his hair green, but shortly changes his mind and goes back to black. Okay, the infamous green hair dye video. I believe that's what it's called. I'd have to see. Oh, I'm so sorry, my audience. I am so sorry. Let's see, where were we? Josh dyes his hair green. Yes. So I believe Josh. I didn't watch the video. I didn't watch it fully, and they don't have a link. But I believe it was the one. It's all a mess. And the reason why is because I think that's the video where. No, that was the last episode where his manager was left waiting. I'm thinking of a different episode. I'm sorry. Star Spangled Banner Saga. Started 2014, fall 2014. Josh begins to learn the Star Spangled Banner with the intent of playing it for a 4th of July video. He is unable to learn it in time, but uploads a video of what he was able to play. The piece of music becomes a staple in the King Cobra community, as it is one of the few tones he ever plays on his guitar. He is still learning how to play the tune as of July 4th, 2018. After Josh denies her request to participate in the threesome, Stephanie cheats on Josh by having anal sex with a mutual friend. Upon learning about the events, Josh half-jokingly threatened to rope Stephanie in an attempt to be more kinky. That same day, what is wrong with him? That same day, Stephanie moved out her things out of the apartment while Josh was at work. I would too. Yes, Stephanie, of all the decisions that you have made that are good for you, that have benefited your future, this was the best one. The first best one, again, I'm cutting her some slack, but I need to bring it up. It would have been amazing if she just thought about it before she moved in. So she gets out. She this is where Stephanie. How can I put it? Become more than ever before, become successful. She gets her life back to everything. Josh and Stephanie break up on July 4th, 2014. Again, not a sad day for Stephanie. Upon hearing about the breakup, Josh's dad visits Josh at Wendy's to console him. Josh gets mad about it. Why though? But what? But why? But why? And that's another thing we have to acknowledge about Papa Clint within Josh's life. He is stereotypically known for being a stereotypical. He's a stereotypical dad, is what I'm trying to say. And he's known for being a good dad. Actually, he's actually known for being a good dad to Josh. And I think one of the biggest reasons for that is, well, it's been known. It's been heavily known. It's I want to say even blatant. Like it's out there that Clint really does love Josh. And the reason for that is because, if you didn't know, Josh, well, we discussed this in the last episode, but I'll bring it up again. Josh's mother, she left after she lost custody to Clint, and Josh hasn't seen her since. So you could argue that, with the exiting of Josh's mom out of his life, that it only strengthened the bond between Josh and Clint, because from that point on, Josh was both physically, in some cases, and emotionally dependent on Clint due to that lack of motherly presence, other than his stepmother. But I'm not here to get into that. Most videos, including Stephanie, were either lost along with the Got the King Cobra 52 account or deleted by Josh on his current account. Josh attempts to play the Star Spangled Banner again on Veterans Day. On Veterans Day. I think that's supposed to say Veterans Day. Maybe Veterans Day? Veterans Day. Okay, I hope it means Veterans Day. Highlight the day Josh finds out Stephanie cheated on him, but he is more concerned with an argument he had with a coworker. Okay. Prioritize your attention? That's my comment. Josh plays the Star Spangled Banner for his 4th of July video and discusses the breakup with Stephanie. Okay. Josh uploads about a dozen videos documenting the progress of a beach cruiser he is restoring, though the beach cruiser ultimately did not work. The project provided the fans with hours of great content, including a video of Josh guiding the cruiser through the halls of his apartment. Why not have just bought, possibly even a used one? That would have been the best option. Playing the national anthem for Veterans Day. Okay. We're going back to that again. Ooh. This has been a very long chapter. The Low Volume Saga, which is ironic because I had high volume. Winter 2014 to early 2015. I'm dying inside. Let me have a drink of water. Josh up on something on his camera. I'm sorry. Josh freaks up on something on his camera. So all of his videos have incredibly low volume. This is a hard time to be a Cobra fan, since there were many videos that were barely audible, even with the volume maximized. Josh gets a new girlfriend named Judy, who is the mother of several children. They break up very quickly because clearly she was looking for a father figure, a man to take care of those children. Josh did not have those manly qualities. She moved on. That's my theory. He couldn't take, as we learned in the last video, fans suggested he did not take care of Stephanie very well. I'm suggesting he was being used. And not effectively. Let's see what else. Yes. The highlights. I'm sorry, I thought we were already reading the highlights. King Cobra's Chronic performed an exorcism yesterday. Okay. Oh, yes, he's a dark wizard. We have to discuss that. He is a dark wizard. Josh talks about a second documentary that has still not happened. and never will, most likely. Josh breaks his glasses after falling over while drunk on his way home. Hold on. Josh breaks his glasses after falling over while drunk on his way home from the Soundbar Lounge, a barn Josh frequents. Instead of buying a new pair, he fastens them together with a huge clump of tape, like Harry Potter. Because he's a dark. Oh my God! All right. GTA 5 rant, first video with broken glasses. So he did that. The reason he put the tape between his glasses is because, as we discussed in the last video, and if you didn't, you can go watch that video. It's because Josh believes he is a dark wizard, I believe a dark warlock would be the term, but preferably sorcerer, I believe. And evidence to prove this would be in videos such as where there's been videos where he has literally pointed his wand at a traffic light to make it turn green or red. I believe it was green, however. Love you guys. Again, like, share, subscribe. Love you guys.